How's it going, everybody? My name is Tentacle, and welcome back to more Pokémon Sword. Last time, we beat Raihan here at the Hammerlock Gym, and it was surprisingly tense. Now we have all 8 gym badges. And this time, I don't even know what we're gonna be doing, because not only has it been a while since I recorded the last episode, I barely remember what happens after the Hammerlock Gym battle. Oh, Sonia wants to talk to us. Alright, what have you got? That light that covered Hammerlock. It was just like the darkest day, where it said that giant Pokemon went on a rampage and almost destroyed the entire Galar region. It certainly seems to be that way, my dear. As you know, we Dynamax our Pokemon today using the energy from wishing stars that have fallen to us. But we still don't know how to fully control the energy behind Dynamaxing, or how the two heroes managed to do so. So in short, it seems like there's still a lot to learn about the legend of the Galar region. And Professor Magnolia is apparently passing on her lab coat to Sonia. Think of this as something to help you finish that work. I gotta say, she looks just like a professor. The two heroes that protected the Galar region from the darkest day, and the legend of the sword and shield you just mentioned. It's up to you to figure out the truth behind it all. So, in essence, I guess, Professor Magnolia is retiring. And now Sonia says we need to get to the Hammerlock train station to get to Wyndon. I guess that's our next destination, but first, before I do that, I want to go back to the wild area. Whenever you get the final gym badge in Pokemon Sword and Shield, one last part of the wild area is open to you. I've mentioned this in previous episodes, but this is the first time we're actually able to go here. Ooh, and it's snowing here. There are actually a couple of Pokemon I want to show off while I'm here in this area. You can catch wild Vanillux in this Lake of Outrage area while it's snowing. There are even some rare encounters that you can find randomly in the grass. But first, if I can find it, there it is! Glaceon can spawn here when it's snowing. In fact, that's the case for all evolutions of Eevee. Depending on the weather, you can find a random corresponding evolution of Eevee. These Pokemon are way over-leveled compared to mine, but I still think it would be nice to show them off. But there we go, we got the Glaceon. And level ups all around. Glaceon, the fresh snow Pokemon, an ice type and the evolved form of Eevee. Any who become captivated by the beauty of the snowfall that Glaceon creates will be frozen before they know it. This one's female, huh? Let's see. I had thought about making a reference to the movie Frozen, but I think that's way too easy. I know. I'll call you Crystal. It fits, right? Now, there is one other Pokemon I wanted to catch while I was here, and before we make any more story progress, I'll cut away until I find it because it's pretty frickin' rare in the grass. Oh, wait! What the heck is wrong with me? Where we're about to go, that second Pokemon I'm thinking of appears there. And believe it or not, there's even a third Pokemon that I wanted to show off in that same area. So never mind, I only wanted to come here to catch Glaceon. Okay, here we are. I took that opportunity to heal my Pokemon during the cutaway. Wait up, Cole, I'm coming too. I had Raihan beat in no time. Once I got my head on straight and stopped doubting every decision I made, that is. I don't know why. I just keep losing the voice I gave Hop every single time I record a new episode. But at least Raihan is here to cheer us on. We're finally reaching the end of this game. We're finally headed for Winden. There's a lot I want to check out there. There's that big tower and the monorail, and Winden Stadium, where the whole of Galar, no, the whole world is going to be watching us. And that is a good thumbnail photo right there. Hop is pumped to battle, and honestly, I am too. But first, we gotta get through Route 10. And yes, Hop is correct. There are a lot of Ice-type Pokemon here. And there are actually 2 more Pokemon I want to show off. Oh wait, there it is! Check it out! It's a regional form of the Pokemon Mr. Mime. Instead of being a Psychic and Fairy type, it's an Ice and Psychic type. Pretty confusing, huh? And it's really fast. Funnily enough, in the Galar region only, this form of Mr. Mime can evolve. So, if you are looking for a late-game Ice type to add to your team, the regional form of Mr. Mime might be what you're looking for. Oh, okay, whatever. Great Ball works. Fine. Alright. Mr. Mime, the dancing Pokemon. An Ice and Psychic type. Its talent is tap dancing. It can also manipulate temperatures to create a floor of ice, which this Pokemon can kick up to use as a barrier. And... I'm not gonna give you a nickname. I can't really think of one. I guess I'll give that Mr. Mime a nickname in between episodes. But there is a reason why I caught that Glaceon and Mr. Mime. I'll explain it as we get into this battle. First, though... Actually, no. I'm sticking with Blinky in the lead. He needs the experience. But yeah, there is a reason why I caught that Glaceon and that Mr. Mime. I have been kinda upset with how poorly Sherbert has been performing. I wanted to catch it as an Ice type for my team because Ice type Pokemon would have benefited me the most. But for some reason, even against Raihan, she just never did that well, you know? So it's like, Do I stick with Vanillux for now, even though it's underperforming? Do I use Mr. Mime because it's more competently leveled and could be a bigger benefit to the team? And it has the secondary Psychic type? Or do I use Glaceon? I just don't know. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to mention this. At this point in the game, if you have all 8 gym badges, you'll be able to find 5-star max raid battles in the wild area. Some of them even have really rare Pokemon, so it's in your best interest to hunt down those 5-star raids if you're looking for good stuff. Now, as we get a little further into Route 10, there is another Pokemon I wanted to showcase, but I think it only appears in the grass. Well, never mind. That was fast. This was only the second encounter randomly in the grass. This is a regional form of Darumaka. Instead of being a fire type, it's a pure ice type. And it stays that way when it evolves into Darmanitan. This form of Darumaka is the same as its normal form in terms of stats. Pretty slow, but it hits like a truck physically. It's great when it uses the move Avalanche, which is a physical ice-type move that I believe does more damage if the user already took damage that turn. If I'm wrong, I'll post something about that on the screen in editing. But there we go. I wanted to catch that just to show that it was here. This is more of a physical ice-type attacker, as I said, though. It doesn't have a use on my team. Darumaka, the Zen Charm Pokemon, an ice type. It lived in snowy areas for so long that its fire sac cooled off and atrophied. It now has an organ that generates cold instead. It's kind of a shame that so many good ice-type Pokemon are caught this late in the game. It's looking like there are also a few required battles coming up here, so unless anything interesting happens, I might as well just cut away. Hey, this postal worker trainer has a Pelipper. This makes me think of a certain meme that's been resurfacing recently. It's called Pelican Mouth. I can't remember exactly how it goes, but it's like, Pelican Mouth, perfect size to put baby into nap. Inside very soft and comfort. I don't know why, but I really enjoy that meme. We got to do a bit of training. We saw a few new Pokemon. And we're already getting close to the final major city of the game. I say as I immediately get spotted by a hiker halfway across the field. I guess we have 2 more required battles before the final city of the game. Ooh, okay, cut back in, cut back in. Athena wants to learn the move Brave Bird. This is a very risky physical flying type move. It's 120 power, 100% accurate, but it also heavily damages the user. So, it's a good move, don't get me wrong. Just be wary of how much damage Brave Bird deals to the user. There's another battle over here. Are you kidding me? Let's heal up again. Okay, I think we're finally done with that battle gauntlet. I'm sorry I cut all that out, but I think it was for the best, because if I kept all of these cut-ins in, I guess, this video would probably be around 20 minutes longer than it should be, you know? Now, granted, I did have a few moments where I chose to cut back in, but that's because there were moments that were relevant to the video. But I cut out a lot of battles that aren't required, or even ones that are, because I don't want these videos to run for a really long time. It's like, hey, these battles are here, I'm just, excuse me. I'm just making sure you guys know about that. I'm not showing anything in the battles unless something interesting happens. But anyway, we're finally here at the last major city of the Galar region, Winden. Site of the final Pokemon League battle. Alright, Winden City! This is the place where I become a legend at last! You get it, don't you, mate? After all, I'm about to become the new champion of the Galar region. We'll see about that. But anyway, that is gonna do it for this episode. Even though there were a lot of battles to cut out, I still say we got a lot done. Next time on Pokemon Sword, I'm going to be showing you guys all around the various places in Winden. And then, it'll finally be time to challenge the Pokemon League. But anyway, that's it from me. Until next time, this is Tentacle signing out. Take care, everybody.